three flight attendants had a wild plan to smuggle gold. They began by melting the gold bars at high temperatures and pouring the liquid gold into custom-made molds. Once cooled, the gold formed small, egg-sized balls. To avoid raising suspicion, they coated the gold balls in chocolate, let them dry, wrapped them in gold foil, and tied them with a heart-shaped diamond ribbon. The gold balls were then placed in their luggage as they confidently headed to the airport for work. Due to their unique positions, the security personnel didn't thoroughly check their belongings, allowing the trio to successfully bring the gold on board. They thought they would soon become billionaires, but as soon as they landed, Lisa noticed something was off. The patrolling guards were eyeing her suspiciously. Frightened, Lisa quickly popped a chill pill and her companions rushed over to comfort her. They managed to leave the airport with a calm demeanor. They brought the gold to the transaction point, where the buyer was delighted after inspecting the goods. The three women successfully obtained a massive amount of US dollars. However, as the saying goes, if you often walk by the river, you'll eventually get your shoes wet. When they tried to board a plane with the gold again, security personnel suddenly stopped them, insisting on checking their luggage. The three were caught off guard, knowing that if the gold was discovered, they would face endless prison time. The chocolates were soon pulled out of the suitcase, and it seemed like their scheme was about to be exposed. Unexpectedly, Lisa's boyfriend Jack, who turned out to be the head of airport security, stepped in and helped them out of the predicament. Despite the security officer's reluctance, they had to obey orders and let them pass. The three boarded the plane at Jack's signal. Although they narrowly escaped, they later discovered that the person who reported them was none other than Nick, the mastermind behind the gold smuggling operation. He did this to use them as a distraction, drawing the security officer's attention while he smuggled out tens of thousands of tons of gold. Knowing the truth, the three women came up with a bold plan. Disguised as servers, they quietly snuck onto Nick's private plane and slipped a suitable amount of knockout drops into the men's drinks. They calmly served the spiked beverages to Nick and his group, who fell unconscious after just one glass. Seizing the opportunity, Lisa and her friends quickly made their way to the luggage compartment. When they opened the suitcases, they were stunned to find them filled with shimmering gold bars and balls. However, they didn't get greedy and fled the scene, each carrying a suitcase of gold. When Nick and his men woke up, they found themselves strapped to their seats. Before they could figure out a way to escape, a large number of police officers surrounded the plane. The gold in the cabin was quickly discovered, and Nick would face legal repercussions. Meanwhile, Lisa and her two friends had long since escaped with the gold, starting a worry-free and happy life.